So today I want to teach you something simple. I want to teach you something simple called correlation, right? I want to teach you something called, let me first type it here. It's called correlation and how it's important into the trading space when you are trading pairs. So what is correlation? So for correlation, there are some pairs that do move in a similar way. For example, now we have the Euro USD and the GBP USD. They have a positive correlation whereby they do move in similar ways. If one of them is buying, even also the other pair it will be buying. If Euro USD it's buying, even GBP USD it will be buying, right? Because they have a positive correlation. And for negative correlation, that's when if one pair it's buying, the other pair it will be selling. And we are going to see how important it is when we are placing a trade. So let me first add some pairs here so that you can understand it better. Let me first add Euro USD and also GBP USD so that you can understand it more better, right? So this is Euro USD, right? So if you look closely, this is Euro USD, right? Let's go to GBP USD. So I hope you can see the movements, right? How they do move. So if one of these, if Euro USD is buying, even GBP USD it will be buying. So as you can see the movements, just because I can't fix it on one screen, but I try to explain it to you so that you can understand it very better. So this is GBP USD, and when you switch to Euro USD, you can see that they have very similar price movements, right? On the Euro USD and the GBP USD. So if it's Euro USD and also GBP USD, so these pair they have a positive correlation. And we also, for positive correlation, we also have the BTC and Ethereum. They also have a positive correlation. If one is buying, even the other one it will be buying. So when you are placing a trade, if you have a long trade, let's say on Euro USD, don't also place a sell on GBP USD because they will be moving in the same direction. So if you have a buy position on Euro USD and you have a sell on GBP USD, then actually you'll be making losses, right? Because they have a positive correlation. They move in a similar price, right? Why is it like that? Why do they have such price movements that are similar? So if you see Euro USD and GBP USD, what do they both share in common? So they share the USD US dollar in common as their quote, right? Remember I taught you about the base and the quote in currency pair. So in this scenario, the USD it's the quote pair, right? And the Euro is the base, GBP it's the base in the Euro USD pair, right? So since they share Euro USD in common as their quote, so if Euro USD it's buying, if the pair Euro USD it's buying, meaning that the Euro it's strengthening relative to the USD, meaning the Euro it's, if it's a buy, it means that the Euro it's strengthening and the US dollar it's weakening, right? So that affects even GBP USD, right? So let me also try to add some BTC. I want to be realistic, I don't want to confuse you just like those other people who try to make things very, very difficult for you. I want to show something to you here. Let me see Ethereum. Where is Ethereum? Ethereum, it's here. So let me show you. So this is BTC. Sorry about that. Why is it refusing? I want to show you about BTC. What's happening right here? Okay, let me show you here. Let me show you BTC. So if you look closely on BTC, I hope you are seeing the price action on BTC. So this is BTC USD, in other words Bitcoin, and if you look closely, this is Ethereum, right? So they do have something in common. So they have a positive correlation, both of them. So if one pair, if you see, let me go back to the Euro USD. So this is Euro USD. So if Euro USD it's buying, it means that the euro is strengthening relative to the US dollar. So all pairs having USD as their base. Remember, this is Euro USD, and USD it's the quote in this pair. So if it's buying all the pairs that do have USD as their base, they will be selling, because the USD, it will be weakening, right? So hope you have found this video helpful. I don't want to make it very long. Have a good day to you all.